Money, a word that creates and brings in varied emotions in us. Some of us look at money and start sweating. Some of us get excited about it. Some of us feel insecure, and some of us attach it to our identity, our pride. Let's try and simplify money, because that is a very, very important part of Ikigai. A lot of people often come to me saying that I know my passion, I know what really drives me, and I know what I really love. Maybe people need it as well, but I somehow am not able to make enough money. So we've got to understand what money is, because that one element of Ikigai is a big question mark for the majority of people I've coached thus far. What is money? Money is just another resource, just as how time is a resource. Money is another resource. What has happened over a period of time is that we have gone beyond using money as a yardstick for growth. We've actually attached it to our pride, to our ego. And that's how we've started perceiving other people as well. So the wealthier are automatically and by default considered to be wiser as well. Not necessarily true, isn't it? I'm sure if you take a minute to sit back and think of someone who is really wise in your mind, in your eyes, might not also be the wealthiest person. If you think of anyone who is wealthy, you automatically assume that the person is wise as well. And that's when our insecurity about money starts coming in. And we feel that we are not worth anyone's attention or respect if we don't have enough money in our bank account. Well, let's get practical about the realities of life. Money is important. The point that I want to bring to your attention is to look at it as a resource and not your identity. Now let's see how money is perceived. When you create a product or when you put out your services to somebody, that person either values what you offer or doesn't. Money is associated to the value that people relate your product or service with. If they see more value in what you do, they have more money to offer. If they don't see value in your offering, well, you will find yourself not earning enough. The same thing holds true when you work with an organization. If your inputs are adding to the organization's growth, then you are an asset to the organization, they value you, and hence they offer more money for your services. But if you are one of the many getting camouflaged in the background, coming and going without anyone realizing or missing your absence, you're not adding enough value to organization's growth, and hence you should not be expecting too much money coming in real soon. Now, what is all of this to do with learning? Well, it has everything to do with learning. What we need to start looking at very closely, maybe with a lens in our hand, is to see what is missing in the value that I'm creating, for which it is not being perceived as valuable, because of which money is not falling in line for me. Let me rephrase this. If I am creating something, what is the value or the money or the price that people perceive it for? And if that is lower than what I think it should be, how can I add more value or position my product and service in a way that it is perceived at a higher value, so people are ready and willing to pay more for it? Money is as simple as that. Creating more wealth is a function of creating more value. And value comes from learning. If you are good at your craft, that's when you start adding more value to what you do. And when you get to adding value, there is no end to how much wealth can you create for yourself and for people around you. I want you to go through this chapter over and over again till you're clear about your why of learning. Until that is clear, we are not ready to take the next step in this process of being a master at learning and creating that as a foundation for your 10x growth.